So I hadn't had anybody come in a while, and I was in meditation a couple days ago, and I had two people stop in that were like, "I want to talk," and I was like, "Okay." One came in, and I was like, "Okay, I can do that," and the second one came in, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do one, and then we'll do the other, and they'll come out, and you'll see them, and it'll all happen. I'm trying to do this without writing it out first. So instead of like sitting with their spirit, their soul for a while, I'm just going to like take it in and then give it to you as I get it. So let's see how this goes. So here we go. The first person who came in was my great aunt Cass, and she was a welder during the World War II in the Navy shipyards. So this was her ring. You've probably seen me wearing it. Maybe if you've been around here for a while, you'll notice I've been wearing it for a while. I didn't like it when I was little. No offense, Aunt Cass, but I didn't love it when I was little. I thought it was big and it was green. And it wasn't my favorite, but she left it to me because both of our birthdays were in August. And so we were peridot babies together. And so she left it to me. And then when I got to be older, I was like, ooh, maybe I want to wear that ring, right? So she used to wear rings while she was welding. And I'm going to go find a photo of her so you can see her in the 1940s welding in the Navy shipyards of Philadelphia. And then when the men came back from war, they needed their jobs back. One could even make the case they were told they no longer could do the job anymore, which is just silly. And so she had to go back to doing, the other things she was doing before she was welding in World War II to make Navy ships. Okay. So she's asking to come in. Yeah, she's here now. So I'm going to ask her, why are you coming in now? She just said the world has gone to hell in a handbasket. And there's so much that's happening that is not okay for women and women's rights. And I don't feel like I stood up enough and I said enough and I did enough during my time period to make a difference in women's lives. I changed things during the wartime, but then everything just fell back to the way it used to be, and that's not okay. We let it happen not by more by neglect and by acceptance. And it wasn't, and we didn't fight to stay where we were. We got space, and like a wave, we came in and we took the space, but then when they came back, we emptied out, and we should have stayed in the space. That space meant a lot to me, and I'm sad I lost it. So, Aunt Cass, why are you choosing me to be the one that you talk through? Like, why are we doing this? Because, honey girl, you, my rosebud, yeah, that's what she used to call me. You are the generation that's stepping up and creating the change, and you're not accepting what they're doing. You're seeing it and you're not okay with it, and you're choosing in your own way to stand opposed. You're not fighting it in a way, you're just saying, I'm not playing your game anymore. Your rules no longer apply to me. And so many women are now saying the rules no longer apply to me. I'm just not going to follow your rules. I see what you want to do and how you want to keep me in a box and how you want me to be small, but I'm not playing by that game anymore. I had skills that they could have been using, but they chose not to use once the men came back and they said I was no longer needed. They couldn't rightly say, well, you can't do this job anymore, because I had been doing the job for a very long time. But it was like, well, everybody pitches in during the war effort, and we appreciate your sacrifice by coming and working in the Navy shipyards. That's not okay. And so, my message for everyone else, I'll get to the message for you, Kim, in a moment, but my message for everyone else is step up, be brave, be bold, use your voice. Don't wait for them to tell you you can. Make your life now. Your life is now. Time is short and long all at the same time, and you have plenty of time to accomplish what you need to accomplish. But don't let them, and you know who they are, don't let them tell you what you can and can't do. Don't let them say what space you can be in and what space you can't be in. You take your space. You take up the size of the room. You do what you need to do. And you don't let them take it away from you once you've gained it. Okay, so the message for me from my great aunt. So what she wants to say is our family's full of wackos and people who don't always work through their stuff and just sort of cut each other off. We get real angry with each other, And then we hold grudges. And she said, but you're not doing that. In some ways, you're choosing what's best for you and what makes you most comfortable and what lights you up. And that is delicious. And so some of the members of the family might pull away because of the work that you're doing. But I've always been a believer in being brave and strong. I've always been a believer in doing the right thing. Now, I will tell you, I had a tough husband. He was a man who loved his alcohol. And I put up with a lot. And I've been real proud to see you learn from my mistakes in a way, and how you had someone who wasn't so kind, and you said it's time for you to find the door. I wish I had that bravery for me. But I learned a lot in the process. I learned a lot about what I would like, in the sense of what is my preference and what is not my preference. And if I could have stayed in the Navy shipyards, I would have. That was work that really meant something to me. Do you have a gift for me? She said, you're wearing it. Yeah, I am wearing it. Anything else? I want you to remember your voice. I want you to remember that your voice matters, and that to not let them let you be silenced. I said, do you have a gift for someone else? Do you have a gift for someone else? I wish women of the world knew their power. I wish they knew what would happen if they stood up and stood together as a collective voice and said no more. No more shaming. No more pretending you're better because you're a man. No more you have strength because you're a man. The only reason women have the false front of being weaker is because of corsets. And men put them in corsets so that they could feel more dominant. That has nothing to do with a woman's strength. A woman's strength comes from her ability to hold emotion. It comes from her ability to hold pain, and ability to face pain over and over every time she gives birth to a child. It's her ability to sense what the truth is inside all of the muck. Some men have that gift, but not many. Not many can hold emotion. Not many can hold pain. And not many can understand truth. And so women of the world, you step up and you stand united, and you stand together, and you use your voice, and you say no more. No more. And Cass, do you have a gift for yourself? Rest. I'm going to give myself more rest. I'm also going to give myself to choose myself. I choose me. I choose what I want. I choose my life. I choose my happiness, because I did not get to choose those things in my life. I did not get to choose what I wanted very much, and I did not get to choose what made me happy. Some of those choices were handed to me. Aunt Cass, what do you need for peace? She said, very little. I need very little. I just see the turmoil the world is in. And I know the power of women when they come together and unite. Not the women who want to unite and are trying to step on the backs of other women in order to get into power and control. We've got plenty of those in the government right now, and we don't need more of them. But women who are sincerely pushing and striving to support each other. Women who are committed to being committed to an ideology, a cause, a vision, and a goal more than self-grandizing. That will ultimately make me peaceful, is a world where women are working together to create a unity and a bond to create a better world. Thanks for showing up. She said, thanks for speaking for me.